What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mikey, and today I want to get into my blue hybrid bond deck list. Yes, I said it, blue hybrid bond deck list. I know a lot of people. Are not running Gobble Bond anymore. But honestly, I still love the deck. I think it's a great deck. Yes, I came in first place with it recently. So let's check out this deck profile. I hope you guys like it. So for Digitamers, we're running one Chironamon. So one Chironamon for Digitamers. So this inherited effect says once per turn, when one of your opponent's Digivolution cards is trash, trigger draw one. Great for draw power. You guys will see later why we're running one of those later on the deck list. But also we're running 4 Upamons. 4 Upamons, of course. Upamon is broken, especially this format. Like when you attack, this format is very aggressive, and a lot of times we're just hard playing stuff. You're hard playing a lot of Digimon tier pieces, whether it be a Strabimon, whether it be a Flamemon to get your hybrids. Also, it works well with this deck because we are trash and sources. So when attacking, trigger draw one. Great if your opponent has no sources. So when attacking, trigger draw one if your opponent has Digimon with no Digimon sources. Perfect. Great for draw power. Then we're running one Goblin from the starter deck. This is the Goblin from one of the first starter deck. So when attacking, trash the Digivolution card at the bottom of one of your opponent's Digimon with the level 5 or less. So pretty much a level 5 or less Digimon. I don't know why it's worded like that. It's actually pretty weird. I just noticed that. But yeah, so any of your opponent's Digimon is level 5 or less, you can trash the sources. Perfect. Helps them stop getting their inherited effects, and also, helps stun the board. Especially when you're running blue. Stun the board easier. So of course, running Goblin Mons. So standard, those staples in a Goblin Mons deck. Running the BT07 Goblin Mons. When attacking once per turn, if this Digimon has Goblin Mons Bond of Friendship, you may unsuspend it. So you can possibly swing 3 times with Goblin Mons once you go into Goblin Mons. So this standard staple in any Goblin Mons deck, and then that's his inherited effect. So then all turns, once per turn, when you play a Tamer with Mat in its name, you gain a memory. So you can play a Mat for 2. If you have this on the field, it's perfect. Staple in any Bond deck for Goblin Mons. Then we're running 3 of the EX Goblin Mons. So we're running 3 of the EX Goblin Mons. So the reason why we're running 3 of the EX Goblin Mons because it's inheritance effect. It's really good, especially for this format. So when attacking, once per turn, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 Tamer card or 1 Digimon card with Goblin Mons in its name among them to your hand. Then place the remaining cards at the bottom of the deck. So this format, what are we running? A lot of hybrids, a lot of Tamers, right? So this is perfect to help me get my Tamers. If I need them, or even just if I need a bond in my hand and I do have everything else set up on board, boom, it's perfect to get a bond. So running 3 of those. Then we're running 3 of the Goblin Mons on play trigger draw 1. Love this card from BT01. On play trigger draw 1. Helps with draw power. Perfect. Works very well with the deck. Then we're running 2 Madoki Betamons. So 2 Madoki Betamons, all turns, your opponent can't gain memory except with Tamer effects. So if you're playing against blue, no Hammer Sparks. If you're playing against Lilith Loop, they're not going to gain that memory with Lilith Loop's effect and all that extra good stuff. So this is a great card. It's a great card, this format. Also with Pokemon, your opponent's not going to be able to gain memory when they digivolve into a Tamer if this is out on the field as well. So great card, this format. I love it. It's perfect. It's helped me so many times against blue matchup and a lot of other matchups for this format. Then I'm running 3 Strabimons. Honestly, Strabimon's broken, especially this format. So Strabimon's effect on play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add one Digimon card with hybrid in its form and / or one blue Tamer card among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck. So, first of all, you're going to get 2 hits about 90% of the time. You know, you barely whiff, especially running blue hybrids, because you're going to hit a blue Tamer and they're going to hit a hybrid. Also, what I love about Digimon is that you can run different color hybrid Digimon and still get a hit, because it doesn't, for the hybrids, it doesn't matter what color it is as long as it's a hybrid. So if you're going, you know, I've seen decks that are blue and yellow. If you're good, you know, and you need to get a yellow hybrid, boom, you get your yellow hybrid off of Digimon and you get your blue Tamer. I've seen decks with blue-red. You know, you can get a red hybrid. So Digimon's really good, really good. Digimon's really good. This format almost never misses. So that's it for level 3s. So for level 4s, we're running 2 Goblin Mons. Goblin Mons is really great this format. Get rid of those Pokemons on board. Get rid of those. If you're playing against blue, they might have Madoki Betamon on their board, and let's say you're mirror matching, you're playing blue as well, and you want to use a Hammer Spark. Digivolve for 3. Go into Goblin Mons, swing, bounce that Madoki Betamon back to their hand, and then you know, do what you got to do and use your Hammer Sparks, stuff like that. Or if you have a Howling Out, stuff like that. Goblin Mons is great this format. I love it. So we're running 2 of those. Then we're running 2 Lobomons. It's hybrid, Digivolve for 2. No, not really much to say about that. You know, you Digivolve to a Tamer. Then we're running the big show of the hybrids this format, pretty much 4 Core Kakumons. Core Kakumon is amazing. Core Kakumon is broken in my opinion. So it easily stuns. So you may Digivolve this card from your hand onto one of your blue Tamers as if this Tamer is a level 3 Digimon for a memory cost of 2. So you don't have to Digivolve for 3, Digivolve for 2 into a Tamer with Core Kakumon. Then his other effect says one Digivolve, and if a card with hybrid in his traits or Tommy is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards can't attack or block until the end of your next turn. Perfect. So now you get to stun the board. Now they can flood the board as much as they want. So if you just play your pieces correctly and you're able to stun the board, you'll get ahead of them easily. That's why blue is so good this format. So that's it. Core Kakumon. Tommy's really good at taming this format as well. That combos really well with that. You'll see later on in the deck profile. Let's go. Let's keep going. So for level 4s as well, we run 4 Kumamon, which is another new hybrid. So 4 Kumamons. You may Digivolve this card from your hand onto one of your blue Tamers as if this Tamer was a level 3 blue Digimon. One Digivolve and trash, one Digivolve card from the bottom of one of your opponent's Digimon. Perfect. So you trash and sources. And then I forgot to mention, you know, with Core Kakumon, you can Digivolve on top of this for 1. So if you want, Digivolve to a Tamer, trash your bottom source. If they don't have no more sources, Digivolve to a Core Kakumon for 1. Now you just stun the board. Because the Core Kakumon says Digivolve's cost if it's level 3, 3 memory. If it's level 4, only 1 memory. So it's perfect. Combos very well with that. I forgot to mention that earlier. So run 4 Kumamons. Then that's it for level 4s. Now the boy himself, Goblin Bond of Friendship. Love this card. You know, I played this deck a lot last format. It's won me. Goblin Bond of Friendship has won me a lot of tournaments. You know, one attacking once per turn. If you have a Tamer in play, you may unsuspend this Digimon. So that's why it combos well with the BT06 Goblin Mons, because the inherited effect allows it to unsuspend as well. So you get to swing 3 times with this Goblin Mon. Then, right, one attack and return one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon to the bottom of its owner's deck. Trash all the Digivolution cards of that Digimon. So now you get to control the board. So not only that you get to stun the board, but you also get to wipe the board, depending on what they have on the field. So when attacking, you just send that to the bottom deck, send that to the bottom deck. If you can swing 3 times, you're swinging 3 Digimon to the bottom deck, possibly. Great. Love this card. So it's great. For option cards, we're running Ice Wall. One Ice Wall, not really too much to say about that. You know, Ice Wall is Ice Wall. That's why I got banned to 1 because it's pretty much broken. You always want to play at the right time since it's down to 1. Now, also running 1 Aqua Viper. Now, let me say one thing about this card. This is from BT4. Aqua Viper is so slept on. Aqua Viper is so slept on, especially this format. Honestly, even BT4 format. Like, I ran Aqua Viper in my Imperial Digimon deck. Aqua Viper, in my opinion, is such a great card, and a lot of people sleep on it. So, for a play cost of 3, return one of your Digimon to its owner's hand to return up to 2 of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon to their owner's hands. Trash all Digivolution cards of those Digimon. So, now, you can return one of your Digimon. Doesn't matter what level it is. One of your Digimon to your hand to return up to 2 of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon to their owner's hands. So, what's this format? If you're playing against Blue Hybrid, they're barely going into level 6s. Most of the time, they're just trying to flood the board with Tamers and their Stray Bees and their Pokemons. They're just hard playing them, right? And they're getting that chip damage early game, right? Okay, boom, Aqua Viper. Bounce both those back. Now they can't get the effect off of Pokemon that they gain the memory. And also, you get rid of their Stray Bees. Now you get rid of 2 attacks. That's easily chip damage for Blue this format. Not only Blue, other cards, other decks as well, because most of the time, the beginning of the game, if you can see Aqua Viper early game, you're golden. You know, most of the time, you're hard playing stuff, level 3s, level 4s, just to see your pieces. It's just a no-brainer. You know, it's honestly, my opinion, I love that card, the slept on card. But let's just move on. Absolute Blast. Another card that I love. Helped me out so many times. You know, helped me win so many tournaments. Last format. It's just, this card, it controls the board. So, trash the bottom Digivolution card of one of your opponent's Digimon. Then return one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards to the bottom of its owner's deck. So let's say you swinging at security, boom, you hit its word defeat. Okay, cool. Absolute Blast if you're gonna pass turn, or if you're done, you're gonna end your turn, not gonna play nothing else. Let's say you got an Absolute Blast in your hand, you're at 3. You're gonna put them at 3 anyways, right? Okay, Absolute Blast, bottom deck that. Get rid of that. Also, this deck, we trash sources, correct? So, if you were able to trash one of their main Digimon, whether it's level 6, level 7, whatever, doesn't matter what level it is, you can bottom deck that Digimon easily. Why? Because they have no sources. And also, this allows you to trash a source. So even if you got them down to 1 Digivolution source under it, trash that source, bottom deck. Boom. Perfect. I love that card. Honestly, another card I think, in my opinion, is slept on. But let's move on. So, we have 3 Hammer Sparks. 3 Hammer Sparks. Love this art. Love this card. You play it for 0 and you gain the memory. Broken. Like, honestly, I know Hammer Spark's been around for a while, but for Blue, that's broken. Like, for Purple, they have Jack's Raid, and Jack's Raid, you have to have 10 cards in your trash, and then you gain the memory. This, you just play it for 0 and gain the memory. Broken. And then also, if you hit insecurity, you gain 2 memory. It's broken. Like, let's move on. Hollow Memory Boost. 2 Hollow Memory Boost. Another card, in my opinion, broken. So, for play cost of 3, trash up to 2 Digivolution cards on the bottom of one of your opponent's Digimon. Then, one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards can't attack or block until the end of your opponent's next turn. Then, place this card in battle area. So, you're getting not 1 effect, but 2 effects. And you get to play it in your battle area after. To the next turn, right? Next turn, you can pop it and gain 2 memory. It says right here. Next turn, pop it, gain 2 memory. So, you can stun the board. Okay? Now you can't attack about to any next turn. And then you can just pop it, gain 2 memory next turn. Like, broken. And hitting security, it comes out in the field. Now you're allowed to gain 2 memory if you're able to. Like, cards is broken. All right, move on. So we're going to the Tamers. That was it for option cards. The Tamers, So we're running 2 Davises. 2 Davises. Davis is a staple on any blue deck, honestly. So play cost of 4. If you have 2 memory, or if you have 2 memory or less, set your memory to 3. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 blue and 1 green Digimon card from them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck. That's why this Davis works so well with Imperial Digimon, because Imperial Digimon is blue-green. But even with blue, doesn't matter. You can still grab your pieces. You grab your blue Digimon. So this works perfect. So we're also running 3 mats. So mat, staple in every Goblin Mons deck. So play cost of 3. For play 3, his effect says your turn. When one of your Digimon with Goblin Mons or Garurumon in its name moves from the breeding area to the battle area, gain 1 memory and trigger draw 1. So you got your Goblin Mons down in the raising area. Promote, gain a memory, draw. Broken. Like, you gain a memory, draw. There's no way for your opponent to stop that. Like, it doesn't matter what Digimon they have out on the field. You're not playing the option card that you're gaining memory. There's right now at this point there is literally no card that says you can't gain memory from Tamers. So you pull out that Goblin Mons, trigger draw 1, and gain a memory. Then main effect, once per turn, digivolve your Goblin Mons into 1 Goblin Mons bond of friendship in your hand for its Digivolution cards, ignoring its level. If you do, trash 2 top cards of your security stack. Then, if you have 1 or more security cards, delete that Digimon at the end of your turn. It's a play cost of 3. So you get to warp Digivolve for a play cost of 3 into Goblin Mons bond of friendship. Broken. All right, let's move on. So now we're running 3 Tommies. Tommy, honestly, this Tamer is nasty. Especially this format, like this Tamer is nasty. So 3 Tommies. So security effect, play this card without paying its memory cost. So you play it for free. On play, trash 3 Digivolution cards from the bottom of one of your opponent's Digimon. You see the pattern of the deck. Trashing, right? So you're trashing, you get to stun the board. Trash, you get to draw if you have your Digitama in the field, right? So, and then when attacking, until the end of your opponent's next turn, one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards can't attack or block to the end of your next turn. Once again, Howling, you get to trash, stun. Tommy, Digivolve into him, swing, attack, stun. If you know what I mean? It's just this Tamer, honestly, he's just nasty. Especially with the blue hybrids, it's just nasty. And then last but not least, the last 3 Tamers that we play, Sora and Joe. Blue Sora and Joe's play cost of 4, start of a turn. If your opponent has Digimon with no Digivolution cards in play, gain 2 memory. Gain 2 memory. So you're trashing throughout the whole game. And then so you're gonna gain that 2 memory, almost 80 to 90% of the time, unless your opponent plays around it, which a lot of players are playing around it now. But still, there's times where they're not going to be able to play around it. They just have no choice but to allow you to get that 2 memory. So if you have 2 of them on the field, let's say you have 2 of them in combo with that with the Davis, you're going to 7 automatically at the beginning of your turn. That's crazy. Then your turn, when you attack with a blue Digimon, you may suspend this Tamer to trash up to 2 Digivolution cards from the bottom of one of your opponent's Digimon. Once again, you're trashing. So you can trash, you can swing, attack, trash, Digivolve into Tommy, swing again, and then that's it. Now they can't attack. Now they're stunned. Like you just keep stunning and just keep trashing throughout the whole, the whole game. But yep. So that's my Goblin Mons, my blue Goblin Mons hybrid deck. And yes, I did come in first place with it recently at a tournament. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you guys want to try it out, feel free to test it out. I hope everybody stays safe. I hope everybody stay positive. Now send us some positive vibes your way. Peace. Here's the deck list of the Red Ragnar deck I recently played against in my most recent video. That deck actually came in second place in the tournament that I came in first place. I was his only loss. So a lot of people have been asking for the deck list. So here you guys go.